Welcome to another video tutorial of Neutron Drive. In this tutorial we're going to go over the real-time collaboration features. So just like a Google Doc, you can share files in Neutron Drive and edit them collaboratively. So let's get started. So if you open a file from your Google Drive, you can then right click on the tab and hit sharing, and you'll get a dialog like you're used to seeing in Google Docs. So let's go ahead and share our file with someone. Alright, now they're going to get an email saying that they can open that file. And we're going to get them to go ahead and open this file. And as they come into the file, you can see on the right we have a collaborative dialog that shows you the people in this file. And as they click around, you'll see their pink cursor, and they can make updates to this file. You'll also see that as they make updates, if they highlight anything, their highlights will be shown in the color that the collaborative dialog shows them. So they can highlight things and you can review code and do all kinds of collaborative editing. Now it's definitely recommended to keep autosave on when you're doing collaborative editing. That way someone saves the document, because what's going to happen is you'll do all this editing and it's not actually going to save back to your Google Drive until someone hits save. But however, if that does happen, we're going to close the document here without saving it and then reopen it. And you can see as we load that file, it's going to tell us, hey, something is out of sync with the real-time session, because the real-time session looks different than what is saved in your Google Drive. So let's go ahead and load that real-time session up. Hit save. Now, the collaboration also works for your Neutron Beam files. So let's go ahead and open a file up in Neutron Beam. Let's see, let's find an interesting file here. Now this works a little bit different, since the file is stored on your private server. It doesn't automatically start a real-time session. So if we right click on that file, we have to click on Start a Real-Time Session. Now what this is going to do is make a copy of that file, put it onto Google Drive, and now we can share that file. So if we right click again, hit sharing, we can now add a collaborator. Alright, let's go ahead and add a collaborator again. Now again, since this is on your private server, you are the only one who can really save this file. So your friends can come in, help you collaborate on things, but unless you have it open, it's not going to save back to your server. However, same thing will happen if you do forget to save. Next time you open this file, so they're going to type in something. I'm not going to save it. I'm going to close this. Let me go ahead and open it again. It's going to see now, since we started a real-time session, it's going to remember that and start it again. It's going to say, well, hey, these files are out of sync. What do you want to do? So let's go ahead and load that real-time session, and you can see we get our changes back. Now at any time, you can go ahead and stop that real-time session by just right-clicking, go stop to real-time session. That's actually going to leave the document in your Google Drive, but it will remember it now not to start a real-time session. These files will show up in your Google Drive as whatever you name your server in a folder called Session. So if you name your server Alf, you'll see Alf Sessions, and you'll see a bunch of files that you've shared in there. And that is the Neutron Drive real-time collaboration features. Thanks for watching.